Another evening in the man cave being busy from another way. That sounds weird. I mean, another way is company from Poland, and this time they sent their V2 tow shifter and handbrake to check, and my first impressions, those are huge. I have quite strong relationship with shifters, and even sometimes I use them in questionable way with questionable cars, but I just love the action, and multitasking makes those simulations just a bit more engaging and driving way more enjoyable for me. Isn't that what we are looking for from our beautiful hobby? Getting lost in the experience and forget for a moment our problems while fighting some monsters and try to gain control. Watching the sim industry evolve and slamming different shifters for years, subjectively speaking, so far this is my personal favorite sequential gear, because objectively makes few things better than anything else I've tested before. All those have been sent to me under exact same conditions, so let's see what this one does better than the rest I have checked over the years. But let's start first with what is lacking in comparison to the rest. It doesn't have lever and it doesn't have any buttons around. If that's important for you, it is missing here. However, in any other aspect, just smash the competition. It has that dual action feeling with progressive load, and after the push-pull threshold has that slight feeling of gear engagement. Till now, nothing more than the rest can do with, of course, each one having its own characteristic. Being that tall, in terms of physics and geometry, looks like disadvantage as the moving force is way further from the gear mechanism, but what if I tell you that this can be set probably 10 times or even more harder than the rest? I mean, I can pull my body from the seat slowly before the mechanism even engage, and all those settings from super light to super strong can be done with fingers. No single tool needed. Some shifters doesn't have adjustments at all, and other need hexagon key to be set, which at some point just gets stuck and doesn't return if we push them too far. Of course, we're not gonna need the maximum force available here, but when I slowly adjusted it to my personal like and drove it for a week, I found the other shifters a bit too light for my new muscle memory. Again, just with two fingers we can make it progressively stiffer or lighter, and that insane range will cover everyone personal like. Next cool feature is it can be mounted on the vertical frame. If you have simple rig like my testing one here, just mount it on the P frame and change the position of the handle bracket. It is brutally versatile and beats the rest from mounting options point of view. About build quality, is made of carbon steel with aluminum handle, and all the moving parts are on ball bearing, which must extend the longevity by a lot. Also, contactless Hall sensors register the inputs for both ends. It really looks and feels industrial quality build with almost zero play in the middle position, which is impossible for those mechanisms. It can be mounted directly to 40mm profile on both ends, but if you go for the handbrake, I strongly suggest to get the mount plate, as the adjustments for the edge brake is important and is super easy to be set in the proper position. Aesthetic wise is up to you, as that's subjective topic, and if you like industrial look, you have it. I personally enjoy those aesthetics. In terms of noise, is as loud as most of the SQ shifters with proper engaging, so don't expect some miracle here. It is what it is, and there is no way around. The sound is dumping in both ends, but clicks returning in the middle. Price-wise, for €309 VAT included, is €20 more expensive than the SG, which was my most favorite till now, and around €30 more expensive than the Simagic S1. However, way cheaper than the Heusinkveld, VNM and Simagic Q1, which makes it very competitive on the market. In simple words, to this day it was always hard for me to pick clean winners objectively from all those shifters I've tested, as they are all great and each have something to like more, but this one just stands out with the level of adjustments in stiffness without any tools at any moment, and those mounting options are great addition. Just, it feels absolutely awesome. Great work with that improved V2 model. That being said, let's check the handbrake. As you can see, it is almost the same design for most of the parts. It is spring-based 100 kg load cell with 24-bit converter and have again insane amount of adjustments. It has more adjustments even from some of the high-end pedals I have tested here and can be tweaked without any tools. 2 different stiffness rate springs for progressive compression and 3 different slots for the piston, which radically change the hardness. Also, each slot can be further tweaked with just adding preload on the springs. I don't think I have ever seen handbrake with so many settings, which is absolute overkill, but why not? And again, as the design is almost identical, it can be mounted horizontally or vertically, but with 4 different positions for the angle of the handle. There is no metal to metal touch in both ends, which makes it quiet, and build quality is just like the shifter, made of carbon steel, aluminum and ball bearing in the moving parts. Logically, all those features and materials bring the price to €309 after VAT, just as the shifter. It is quite a lot for handbrake, but it is also the most adjustment loaded I have tested here. If that was a brake pedal, I was going to rate the precision very high, but for handbrake use, the insane precision goes wasted, as the only thing we need from H-brake is to lock the tires for fraction of a second with precise timing on the weight transfer. We just need to go from 0 to 100 for a brief moment and create that slide. However, I'm not going to complain from all those settings available. The range of stiffness is insane, like the one in the shifter. There is also very simple software for calibration of the load cell and input curves. Now, in terms of handbrakes, I haven't tested as many as sequential shifters, but I have pulled a lot of hydraulic handbrakes in my rally cars before, and the most realistic is definitely from Simagic, the hydraulic one, which of course is way more expensive. But that being said, it is a lot better than the Simagic simple version and costs €90 more, so I guess we get what we pay for. Also, both the shifter and the handbrake can be mounted to the aluminum profile, but if you decide to get the combo, I can strongly suggest to take the plate, which will help you set both gear in the proper direction and help further the experience. So, being V2 model with improvements based on community request looks like really good work, and that shifter for sure sets new benchmark for me in a few important ways, like the insane range of stiffness, toolless adjustment and mounting options. That's really impressive work from another way, and I'm curious to see who can beat that, especially for that price. Great times for the hobby for sure.